Right, it is Saturday the 30th of May at 10 to 11. Right, so I got in the office at 5:45, just doing office work, and then I had to go and meet the screeders over at Bricket Wood to set them up, to give them the floor heights. I told them it was 45 square metres because that's what the underfloor heating guys told me was 45 square metres. That's what they've supplied for. We put the underfloor heating in yesterday and that fit, but it transpires on remeasure it's 65 square metres, so I don't have enough sand on site, so we're in the poo. So there's 3 blokes there, they will rattle through 8 tonne of sand, no trouble. So I need to get hold of some sand at speed, so I'm going to make some calls to some suppliers and see if they'll come out. I doubt it very much. Sunday at 11, when a lot of them finish at 12:1, it's not going to happen. So whilst I'm making the calls, I'm going to head back to the yard and get the crane lorry out, and we'll see if I can find some sharp sand myself. This will probably work quite well for my brother and stepbrother, who have both told me, if you're going to do a YouTube, you've got to make sure you've got a problem and how you solve it.
I absolutely do not sound like that.
Yeah, well, I've got a problem now. That if they don't get the sand there quick enough and don't screed it, you partially screed a job is terrible. You're trying to join back onto it. So we need to find 2 tonne of sharp sand and get it back to Bricket Wood in about an hour. What will happen is, historically what happens here with screeders, they panic that they don't have enough sand, so they always tell me they need more than they actually do, and then I always end up with tons of sand all over the road out the front on a Saturday evening that I'm shoveling up myself, and I'm bored of it. I'm just thinking, as opposed to getting the crane lorry, putting the bags down, and then they're still there Monday morning, do I bang them on the trailer, leave the trailer with them, and they can shovel it out, and whatever they don't use I can bring back to the yard and then pick it up with them. Still bringing that back, and then if I bring that back I'll get a crane lorry out anyway to get the sharp off. Last time I done this, I went back, and as I pulled up, that was with 4 tonne, they go, no, it's okay, we don't need it. I'm like, I mean, they're massive. Screeders are notoriously hench because they're just working with their arms all day, so I'm not going to argue with them. You'll see when we get there. One of them, if the guy's there, I think it is, because he only screeds with one arm, he's like Popeye. One arm is massive and the other arm is all weedy. I love driving around on a Saturday in 28 degree heat. Thanks, mate. And that lorry has not got air conditioning, has barely got fucking blowers. First things first, easy prime. We've got to get easy prime to the Marquis 8 job and ask the customer what grout colour they want. That's eating into our hour a bit, isn't it? If I was some big YouTuber,
dream on,
then the comments would be, I've seen that you've got a tipper in the yard. Just use the tipper and then you can just tip it loose and they can shovel it. It's easier to shovel off the floor. Yeah, that's great. But when they then take 3 shovels out of it and leave 1 3/4 tons of stuff on the floor, middle of the road, who's shoveling that back up? So, no, I'm not going to do that. There you go, mate.
Feel great.
MKM wants some photos of your slabbing, Marcus. They say, oh, we want to put a little advert on about it, so they can have a photo.
I can send you one if you want.
Why, have you got a nice one?
He's had me taking like modelling pictures of him.
Oh, of course he has.
He's been laying
Look at
across
him.
it and everything.
Laying across it. That'll be his excuse for why they're out of level. I've been laying on them. In the great words of Daniel Ashville, it's Saturday morning and I'm in the yard. That might be copyright, to be fair, but don't care if it takes me to court. I'd love to meet him, even if I have to put a suit on. Right, there's the truck. Let's pray. Everyone, I can see bags on it. That's a good start. Be good to me. Come on. That's a good sign. That's an even better sign. That means these could be shot. And cement! Well, slap me on the bum and call me Shirley. We're hot to trot. Right, let's get the keys, brother. Farmer looks like he's going out. I'm not even going to pretend I know what that is on the back. Big red thing that folds out and probably does something to a field. Don't know. Who knows?
Horsch Maestro pneumatic disc seeder and a John Deere.
Right, so That will just go off all the time. It's so annoying. I thought, oh, I wonder why it's bleeping. I don't know. Maybe if I have a look out the mirror, some pleb has parked it an inch off of the container. And I mean, I am good, but am I that good? Holy mackerel. That is tight. I've not even looked left. We're on 11:15. For those of you who know nothing about lorries, you get your licence. You also get a driver qualification card that basically says I know how to load a lorry, and then you get a driver card. So this monitors all your driving and means you can't go over the timing. So it's recorded in speed, time, everything, all onto that digital card. So it will log me in. It tells me when I was last in here, or in a HGV. Shush! Right, and then I set it to work, cross hammers, make note of the kilometres, and then the legal requirement is a 15-minute walk-around check. Put your name, put your reg, odometer, that was the kilometres that we had in there before. 274,706, 274,706, date is the 30th of the 5th, 26. Now I'll go around all of these. Fuel, oil leaks, battery security, tyres, wheels and fixings, they're all there, all lined up. I'll go through all of these and I'll let you know if we've got any defects. Okay, so we're all good. All ticked on the, sorry I missed that one, everything that's good. The ones that got lines through is because it doesn't apply to us. The vehicle's too old for AdBlue. It doesn't have brake lines because it's not a articulated. It doesn't have coupling security for that reason. Doesn't have electrical connections to a trailer. Gone through nil. No defects written here, so I'm safe to drive. Let's go. We're on the road. Why do I have a HGV license? Because RPM Group, back in 2013, I started a skip company. And we had 4 skip lorries and a grab lorry, and I started with a little transit with a little engine on the back, then realised it was getting big very quickly, so I had to do a crash course HGV licence on what should have been my holiday, and then we got bigger lorries and it just went from there. That subsequently got squeezed in 2022, and sorry pigeon! I had to voluntarily close it up, wind it up, and that is why we opened RPM Electrical as well. There was a good opportunity there with a very good friend of mine, and that's what we're doing. So this is quite handy for situations like this, but I am thinking about getting rid of this, if I'm honest. It's 11:25. I would say that going from a car to a HGV is dangerous because your mindset is just not the same. See, I'm joining this M1 like I'm in my Discovery, and you just do not have the acceleration that you normally would have. So whilst I'm on the motorway now, you can only do 56 in any HGV unless you've done something naughty. So I'm coasting now. This is my chance to calm down. You can only get there when you can get there. And when I do get there and they say they don't need the sand, I'm just going to be jolly, easygoing, and a nice boss, you know? Right near the job. Always, whenever you're trying to get somewhere at speed. Can't knock them though, do a bloody good job, these boys. Right, I know that's a dead end, and they're going to come out of there and they're going to go down there. The job is there. So if I go and park up, put my legs out, he will never get by. I can't remember how long that road is. Hopefully he won't be too long. Right, here we go, he's coming out. What are we on now? 11:43. Now they have got 3 and a bit ton left, but I don't know how far they've gone. We'll have a look inside. Can you see me, mate? Yes, good boy. These bin lorry drivers are actually seriously good. Strobes on, lights on, hazards on. If you can't see me now, I'm like a freaking Christmas tree. That's your own fault. If you smack into me, then you shouldn't be on the road anyway. Oh, that's a bit cosy. Right, 8:45, just pulled up. They are definitely going to want it. Possibly even more, would you believe it? The labourer said he'd prefer if I reversed it up and cut it. So, yeah, that's good. Step 1 then, we take this out, we switch it to the PTO, which now puts all the power into the crane. Put that round my neck. Got to get the legs out. Release the leg, extend the leg. Drop the leg. Switch it back. Step 2, same the other side. Release. Extend. BT box there. I need a pad now. I've got to spread the load off that. If I push that straight down, it flip that manhole lid straight up. We'll go slow, see what it does. Oh, I think we're okay. Right, we're on the crane. This is where we took the portaloo sucker off. We don't need that. Get it nice and close. And you've got to stabilise it, pinch it up, and then it's ready to put the straps on. I always come from the inside. Alright, up we come. Now he wants to cut these, so I've got to lift them. He's going to want to cut them down there though. Nice. One down, next one. Bring that arm in a bit, because when they're close to the cab, it's difficult to get them to go on. Bend it in. Come across a bit. Come down. Tell you what, I look semi-professional today. Spin it round a bit, spin it the wrong way. Yeah, oh, give me this shit. Always make me yourself. Right, crane's now cut out. Has an awful habit of doing this. Reset the crane. We're back in business. It just didn't like that I jolted it so hard, basically. So now I want to straighten the arm out, because that's where it's got all the power in the ram being straight. Like that. Extend that round. Boom it out at the same time, because I'm a f***ing legend. Come down a bit. So there is a problem with this crane, because it should spin, and every time you go to spin it, it's locked me out again. So I've got to turn it off.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Turn it back on. Wait for the 3 beeps. Activate that. And we'll just have to bring it in. And I'll have to look at that in the yard. So my man here said, can I cut them all, lift them all up so we can cut them all loose? Well, yeah, I can. That's no problem. So I'm just lifting them all up now, and we'll just do my massive pile. My fear is if they don't use it. You definitely want that one cut?
Yes or no?
Leave that one, just in case you don't use it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Controls are being crap, and I hope to God it's battery related, otherwise the crane is going to be stuck where it is. And we will be sleeping in bricket wood tonight. not how I like to stall the crane. It's normally supposed to be straight, but it won't spin. We've got a problem there, we need to look at that. Turn this off, and then you've got to stow this to prove that you're not using it, otherwise it will shut you out. (12:20), pulled away from the job, heading back to the yard. I went back in and I said to him, there you go mate, you got enough sand now? He said, I don't know, I hope so. And I'm thinking, well mate, I'm going out, so if you haven't got any sand, we're in trouble. Hey ho. Anyway, I've had a Magnum, I'm not sweating as much now. Back to the yard. There you go. I was telling you earlier about the skip company. So that was the first thing I bought. I bought that for, took a loan from the bank. It was £7,200 for that. There was a skip on the back and 3 other skips, I think. I painted the bumpers and hand painted the back. And then it went from that. There was another 2 lorries in between, a 12-ton version of that, then an 18-ton AY06, a Volvo. Then it went to this, and then we had 2 like that, and then we got a 3rd Mercedes, and then we had the Grab, and then it went pop bang, well up, goodbye. And so about 10, 11, 12 years we were doing that for. Best thing I ever done starting it, best thing I ever done closing it. So yeah.